Cats the Musical is deeply underrated because it's fucking crazy. It's a crazy show. I don't know how on earth Cats the Musical became like the musical's musical, like, oh, what are you going to see, Cats? Yeah, I'm going to see the most psychedelic, crazy... Okay, the second you walk in... Have you seen Cats? Okay, you walk in. The biggest thing that I think doesn't get recognized about Cats is as soon as you walk in, the set is large. They've made you the size of a cat. And then this idea of cats having 3 names, this name that... I mean, the naming of the cats, that song, is so bananas. Like, it makes Captain Beefheart sound like Chris Brown. Like, it is just, like, unbelievable how off the wall this thing is. Like doing coke? Or like flossing? Is that what they call coke? There's some drug vibe with flossing. Drugs are bad. The other flossing's nice. I like when the gums bleed. You know, you're at a movie theater and you're just jamming the fuck out of your gums with a... You ever do that? You never did that? No. You never had a soda at the movie theater and you just chip away at your gum until you're just like bleeding from the... You do that. I love having a little bit of blood in my mouth. I think it's a practice you can't do if you're single, but I think if you're in a relationship and you're like blood brothers with someone, then you can really dig deep. Pattern wallpaper is wonderful. I have a lot of pattern wallpaper. I think it went through a dip post Garden State. Remember that scene? I think there was a big reaction. People felt it was very overrated, and people didn't like that. So I think that it like sort of fell into this like, we got to get away from it. Now I think 10, 15 years later, whatever it is, I think it's nice. I think wallpaper is incredible. I've always wanted to make a toile of my life because it's so the opposite of the typical toile of like someone with a horse-drawn carriage, someone like making a baguette, like, just like, a nice toile of me flossing. Toile's cool. Underrated. Toile's underrated, but toile also there might be some bad politics with toile. It's not very Jewish. Someone was like, get this Jew out of the toile. Like, the toile is gorgeous, but there's a rabbi that we need out of the toile if it's going to have mass appeal. I'll start a line of Semitic patterned wallpapers. A female doctor who what? Oh, a female doctor who. Oh, I thought you were like, a female doctor who performs LASIK. I was like, I don't know, who gives a shit? I have no problem with the gender of a doctor. That's on you. Buzzfeed quizzes, I don't really read them. My mom does, so I can't comment. My mom thinks everything's underrated, though. I call her like a PR person for life. She's just like raging PR for everything. Everything's great. Jersey's absolutely amazing. And it's fucking medieval, man. There's like this moat, the Hudson River, and there's this big castle. It's New York City. And everyone's just like praying in New York City. And artistically, you think about all the stuff that comes from New York City. It's like, hi, here we are reporting from the center of the world. And in New Jersey, you're just like, and you hear it. New Jersey music is just this like endless feeling of like, we've got to get the fuck out of here. And it's that feeling. It's that feeling of like wanting to get out of somewhere because you're staring at the greatest city in the world. Fiona Apple, rated? I had a friend who I met somewhere, and his dad had some like low-level position at Viacom or something when I was like a real kid, like real young, and won tickets, and he took me to that VMAs when she gave that speech. And I ran up the aisle like right before that speech. I was just like, had like my autograph book. I was like, Fiona, and she was like getting drunk. And she gave me a kiss, and someone snapped a picture. But I was right there, right before that happened. It was the craziest thing ever. I also met Rebecca Lobo that night in Blackstreet. One thing about 23andMe that is stressful is what if you come back, like I had this big bit where I had this dream that my mother, who's truly so Jewish, I was praying that she would come back just not Jewish. But it'd be interesting, I think my father did it, he came back just like strict, like whatever, like 98% Jew, 2% Neanderthal. Which sounds offensive, but that was the official diagnosis. It sounded offensive because I said Jew, not Jewish. You know, the Nazis weren't like, are there any Jewish people here?